Hi, and welcome to the broadcast studio at GBTA Canada Conference 2025. I'm Shane Downey, Vice President of Government Relations. Today, I'm joined by Kim Conway, Director of Fragomen Nomadic. Kim, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me, Shane.
You know, I'm always fascinated by what you're seeing out there in the world. Can you talk a little bit about what emerging trends you believe will most significantly impact business travel?
I really think it's the digitization that's coming forward. You know, more countries moving towards e-visas, electronic customs and border forms. You know, people are very used to traveling and getting that slip of paper from the flight attendant, and those are going away. A lot of countries are instituting that these documents need to be done before you even check in for your flight. So it can cause a lot of tension as people are checking in for their flights. It's really important that these requirements be checked, and just because you went somewhere last year, there could be changes on the horizon. So it's good to prepare ahead.
Yeah, I know yesterday's education session's fantastic. You covered a lot of this, and it's always changing, and you always have to keep checking to see what the changes are.
Yeah.
So as you're thinking about that and the always changing world that you live in and I live in and we live in, how do you see the role of technology evolving to address the challenges and opportunities in business travel?
Well, I think the delivery of the information is going to really be supported by technology. Making sure that you have a system, it's obviously secure because I went to a risk education session yesterday too. So making sure that the information is securely stored, making sure that there's ease of you being able to check what your specific requirements are, because that's another challenge that travel managers have. They're not just managing travel for one particular type of person. You know, they're going to have multinational people in their organization, some people that hold dual passports. So the technology will really help to support collating that information. And then as you're applying for things like RPA, making sure that there's accuracy to the documents that are being submitted, that's where it's going to really help us.
Yeah. So, talking about risk and different items like that, what measures can companies take to support their employees in navigating those complex travel requirements?
I think having a program, right? So you have to have a plan. And a lot of people that I'm talking to say, oh, we don't do that much international travel. We do 5 trips a year. Well, those are the ones that probably have a little bit more risk, right? Because it's not in the culture. So it's really good to start when you have a smaller travel program, get the program in place, have people understand what they need to do. Because when you have a small program, you run the risk of somebody saying, well, I'll just say I'm going on a tourist trip, or I'm just going to visit for a while. So I think that is how companies can prepare. Never think that your program is too small, because it's easier to manage, it's easier to start up and get a plan in place so that as it grows, your employees know where to go.
Yeah, it's great advice. Great advice. You've really, given the audience and myself a lot to think about. As always, I said it's always fascinating. Really appreciate you taking the time to join us today.
Well, thank you. I love coming to Canada. It's the greatest conference.
That's right.
Thanks for having me.
Yes. And thank you for joining us at the GBTA Canada Conference broadcast studio. We'll see you next time.